Oops, sorry guys. So, as you probably know from the last video of me cleaning, I have a bracelet kit. And I will be making bracelets today. So, this. I know how to. We have many different colors. And you see this on my thumb, middle finger, because I scratched it on a tree. And it hurts. Two of these. So, I'm gonna make one that, kind of has the same color as one of my subscribers, aka cats. Love you, cats. I subscribe to your channel, by the way. I love your dragons. They're adorable. So, as far as I remember from yours, there's white and blue. Sorry if I don't get the right blue, guys. The slide is kind of making it difficult. So these are the two colors that I'm going to be using. This one is white, if you can't tell. Cool cats. I'm making a bracelet and it's going to have the same colors as you. I'm dedicating it to you. I subscribe to your channel. So how are you, cats? I'm making a bracelet. Well, you suck. Best it. That's okay. I'm making a bracelet for cats. So for the bracelet, you just need to keep going in kind of like this direction. And you gotta go to the very end, and then I'll show you what to do after. One sec. Hang on. If I can find a piece of paper, which will probably be hard. Very difficult, actually. I have a pencil somewhere around here. The pencil is broken. Okay. Hi, Amy. Hi, Sam. Here you go, cats. Cool, Kara. Here you go, cats. I'm bringing this with me, actually. Sorry for missing your name, Kara. You're welcome. To be honest, I thought not a lot of people would be up this late, but I guess I was wrong. Whoa. Thank you, Ellen. To be honest, Tapper, I make almost everything. Yes, please watch your language. Okay, don't make me hide you from my channel. I don't like doing that because I do it to a lot of people who don't know how to watch their language. By the way, guys, sorry for my voice. I'm kind of sick. I've been sick for about a week and a half now. And it sucks. Trying to give you guys a better view of this. There we go. Don't. Go away. Sorry, guys. My brother just peeked into the room. So, I got it to the very end. So then you're going to want to grab this, kind of like a skewer, and use it to just... You're going to start at the end, and you're going to go through here and grab right here, and pull up, around, and hook. Like that, and you're gonna keep doing it until you reach the top. By the way, guys, thank you for over 200 subscribers, by the way. It means a lot. Sorry if you guys can't hear me, by the way. My brother and my dad are being loud. By the way, guys, let me know if you want me to make a bracelet from yours for you. Just type what colors, and I might do a live of me making it. Or if you want, you can go ahead and type it in the chat now, and I'll go ahead and make it after I finish making this one. And if you see, I finished doing that all the way. So then you're going to want to grab right here and hook this. And then you're going to want to drag it over this one and over this one. So it kind of looks like this. Thank you for all the likes, guys. And you're going to want to grab one of these. And you're going to want to hook it here. Right here. And then you're going to want to pull all of them up, going down. And you're going to keep doing that all the way down. And then you'll hook it up again right here on these. And then you unhook the rest. What? Hang on, guys, technical difficulties. And you should end with the same color you started with. And it'll end up like this. A little bracelet. You can make rings, necklaces if you want. You just have to go all the way around for necklace, and then you go all the way down, just all the way down for a bracelet, and then you can just go like as long as you want for a ring. But here is the bracelet for you cats. Go ahead and put that on. And it fits perfectly. And it can stretch. So I make my dad a bunch of these. So I'm going to make a random one that has my favorite colors on it. So so I'm going to just grab a bunch of colors and just go crazy with these. Or should I just choose randomly? Should I just choose randomly? I think I should. Okay. So I'm going to go here and just choose randomly. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm going to go with this one. I got yellow. Yellow. It's like a vibrant yellow. Or is it green? It's green. It's not yellow. It just looks yellow from the lighting. It's green. And I'm going to choose 2 more. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. It's a black. Got a black. I'm starting to get my brother's favorite colors. Let's see if I get his last favorite color. I'm gonna choose. By the way, guys, I am not looking. This one. This time I did get yellow. I got all of my brother's favorite colors. Yellow, black, and green. His 3 favorite colors. He loves other colors, but he mostly loves these 3. So I guess I'm making my brother a bracelet. Okay, so. So I'm gonna start with green since I picked green out first. Then I'm gonna do black, then yellow. So I think that's how I'm gonna do it. You can use as many colors as you want. Just make sure it's not like over 5. But if you want, you can make it over 5. Because apparently a lot of people like to do that. So. Okay, I need another green. Is there a green here? Here is a green. Whoops. Yellow, black, yellow, green, black, black, 2 yellows, black, green, 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 black, yellow, black, green, black, yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay. I like being sick sucks, especially with having allergies. It's annoying. I don't know if Cats is still here or not. I don't think she will be. Love your channel though, Cats. Heart. Heart for you. You guys deserve hearts. Oh, hang on, I messed it up. It's supposed to be black and then yellow. Whoops. After this, I think I might end the live. I don't know yet. Should I keep going? How many bracelets should I make? I might make another live of me doing this. Because I love making bracelets. Especially ones that go to my family and me. And you guys. Do you guys think I should make a bracelet business where I start making bracelets and selling them? I can. Because I'm feeling a lot of people would love bracelets. I don't know if they will, but they might. Because I know a lot of people that like to collect bracelets. Mostly my friends. And I swear, if someone either in the chat or the comments say, wait, you have friends? I swear. I will hide you from my channel. I'm just kidding. I don't mind. I get that a lot. From my brothers, from my family, a lot. It's more common than people think it is, really. My brother keeps coming in here because he hears me talking. I need one more green. If I can find a green. Did I find a green? I found a green. Yay. Thanks for 4 likes, guys. To be honest, I don't get why I'm up this late. Because I have nothing else better to do. So, like I said, once you fill it all the way up and it's going all the way down, you then go through, hook, bring it around, hook back. And you're going to keep doing that all the way up to here. I have made so many bracelets where I don't even need to stop for a second. I can just go fast. So I can make mini bracelets. To be honest, bracelets are fun to make, but the only thing that's really boring out of it is placing all the rubber bands on. The rest of it is just fun. You just gotta make sure you don't mess up with the design that you're going with, or else it'll look wonky. And it might not end in the color that you started with. Unless you don't want it to. There's many ways it could. People come on and then just watch and don't say anything. I don't mind that. It happens a lot. To be honest, I think I scared the Viking Brandon because after I said that I will hide him from my channel, he just completely shut off. Like, he just stopped. Hang on, guys, I must technical difficulties. Oh, Flippy. There we go. I think I fixed it. And I did. Yay. I can continue. Did I scare the Viking? To be honest, I think I did. Okay, so I went all the way up to here, and then you're gonna wanna grab these, and then just, whoops. You're gonna wanna make sure it stays hooked onto this one. Then you're gonna wanna come around and hook onto here, and then come around and hook onto this one as well. So it kind of looks like this. Hook, 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 all the way. And then you're going to want to start from down here. First, you're going to want to grab this. You're going to want to grab this and hook it onto here. Then you're going to want to slowly start just getting all of these off. And you're going to want to keep doing that all the way down. Like I said before, thanks for over 200 subs. Means a lot. I finished it. Look. Bracelet for my brother. Because it has all of his favorite colors on it. Or should I give it to my dad? Because my dad keeps everything I make. And if he finds out that I gave a bracelet that I made to my brother, he will get mad. I don't think he will, but I think he will. Okay, I'm weird. I don't get why I said that. But there's green, black, and yellow. My brother's favorite colors. Okay, so I think, what else should I do other than just making bracelets the whole time? Because it seems like it is. Oh, I just talked to you guys. Whoops. I didn't mean to drop that. Whoops. I'm dropping everything. Let's see. I have books over here. I wonder. Do you guys want a story? I bet y'all don't want a nighttime story. But we have a Franklin D. Roosevelt book. We have a fossils book about fossils, obviously, since it's called fossils. We have a Green Angel book. Okay, hang on. We have the late great planet Earth. We have the New Testament, and we have the Judith McNaught. We have other books. Hang on, let me put these up. We just have random cards here, like Pokemon. I like Pokemon. Then right here we have a book about foxes. I think I'm gonna read this one actually. I think I'm gonna read that one. The Magic Treehouse. Number 9, Dolphins at Daybreak. The Crystal Bible, about crystals. We got the Goonie Bird Green. This is just the cover of a book, aka the book is right here. The Clues Kids. The Ghost of Shockley Manor. Diary of a Pug. I got this at Christmas. Benji's First Holiday. Whoops. Okay. Next we have the Girls in Pants, third summer of the Sisterhood. We have the Holy Bible. Do you want to read the Holy Bible? We can. We have other books. We have a popular MMOs book. We have these books. I have Stacy Plays book somewhere. I wonder where that went. Here's both of the Stacy Plays books. And I'm gonna put the Foxes book up, and I'm gonna read Stacy Plays. So we got 2 books here. We got The Wild Rescuers Escape to the Mesa, and we have Wild Rescuers Guardians of the Taiga. So I forgot who was all in this one. I know Addison is. Stacy obviously is. Oh, yep, here it is. Okay, Stacy, Basil, Noah, Paige, Tucker, Addison, Everest, Wink, Pat, Winks is winking. Dusky, Dwarf Pups, Fluff and Crow, the Bats, Rabbit, Fawn, Moose. Okay. Now for Wild Rescuers of the Mesa. Oh, yep. I've read this book way too many times. Read these books. Okay, so we have Stacy, Everest, Wink, I think, yeah, all the wolves, again. Noah obviously has a fish in her mouth. Milo, oh, Milo, I miss you. Molly, Quail, Jackrabbit, Mountain Lion, Donkey, and Droplet Splat. I love how Droplet Splat is in this. So, I think I'm gonna... Okay, so let's read the back first. Stacy and her pack of six special wolves, Addison, Basil, Everest, Noah, Tucker, and Wink, have been on countless adventures in their Minecraft videos on YouTube. Now they're back in the second book of their best-selling series. The group retraced their steps from the morning, passing their campsite from the previous night and heading into the low mountains to the north. This was exactly the type of rugged terrain Stacy had been hoping to find when she first hatched her plan to hide out away from the taiga for a month or two. The chance that another person would be out here in the desert mesa was very slim. They were just coming up to a flat stretch of trail when Stacy looked up from the steep pathway she was navigating and let out a sharp gasp. That sounded a lot like a horse neighing. She was right about not seeing another person, but she had completely forgotten about the mountain lions, and there was one standing right in front of her. There's Wink. Or was that Addison? That's either Wink or Addison. Oh no. Whoever it was got pricked. Got pricked by cactus. Oh no. That seems like something Wink would do because Wink likes to get in trouble. Yeah, see this cactus there, cactus there. Okay. I bought this at a bookstore in my own school. New York Times best-selling series. Wow. And coach-inspired adventure. Okay. Stacey Plays creative YouTube series Dogcraft. I love Dogcraft. And now let's read the back of this one. Stacy and a pack of 6 special wolves. Run on canvas. And now they're embarking on a book series all about what they do best, rescuing animals. That first rescue had woken something inside of Stacy. She knew what it was like to lose her own family, and how wonderful it was to be rescued, in her case by the wolves. From then on, Stacy and the pack roamed the forest during the day, looking for ways to aid their fellow taiga residents. Reuniting family, saving animals from death, nursing the injured back to health, Stacy was beginning to snore loudly when a blood-curdling howl rang out over the quiet taiga. Stacy and the wolves all sat up, all at attention. Everyone was wondering and hoping they dreamt it, but Stacy knew what she'd heard and instantly filled her with dread. Okay, so this is the first book, and then this is the second book. So we're going to read this one first. I think we're going to read one chapter each. So, Wild Rescuers, Guardians of the Taiga. So, let's see. From my mom. Okay, so there's chapters. How many chapters? There are many chapters. Here's the map. The taiga, the rabbit rescue, the forest of the perpetual darkness. Sorry if I'm not saying it right. The farm, the village, taiga forest, the Parrot Ridge, our cave, Stacy's farm, the Wild Wolf Den, the ravine, the abandoned mine shaft. Stuck to there. The north. Okay, so like I said, we have Stacy, Everest, Wink, Basil, Tucker, Addison, Noah, Paige, Dusky, the wolf pups, the bats, Fluff and Crow, Rabbit, Fawn, and Moose. Wild Rescues, Guardians of the Taiga. Chapter 1, There is a Rabbit. Okay. Stacy lay on her back and stared straight into the eyes of the giant wolf looming above her. The wolf's eyes were fixed fiercely on hers. Suddenly his sharp teeth sliced into her sleeve of her denim jacket, slowly missing her left arm and pinning her to the ground. How do I keep getting myself into these wild predicaments? Stacy thought to herself. To complement matters, the upper half of her body was dangling off a cliff, and immediately to her right a small rushing stream flowed off the cliff into a narrow waterfall that thundered 30 feet into a pool of white water in the river below. But Stacy's thoughts were focused on the wolf or on the steep drop and the water beneath her. They were focused on a rabbit just out of her reach, down the jagged cliffside on a sturdy branch poking out of the rushing falls. A baby bunny sat shivering one small movement, and the rabbit would fall from its precarious perch to its death in the water below. It's been in worse situations, I think, Stacy thought. I can do this. She tilted her head back to get a better look at the bunny. It was white with black spots, and its little ears were flopped in front of its eyes, either because it didn't want to face the reality of its dangerous situation, or because the mist from the waterfall has plastered them there in an attempt to reach it. Stacy tried swinging her right arm down behind her, but the small creature was still a few feet from her fingertips. She turned her attention back to the angry wolf who had not loosened his grip on her jacket sleeve. It's okay, Everest, Stacy said calmly. The large wolf appeared with a low rumbling. If you just relax, the large wolf replied with a low, rumbling growl. If you relax your hold just a tiny bit, I can lean far enough to grab it, probably. Once again, the wolf growled a warning. Let me go, Everest, Stacy said more firmly. This time, Everest didn't often respond to commands, even though Stacy knew he understood them. But she had to try anyway. I can do it, she insisted. The wolf shook his head. His eyes had a pleading look. If he could talk, Stacy knew what he would say to her. It's my job to keep you safe. It's my job to rescue this bunny, Stacy thought, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. The mental exchange between them lasted only a few seconds, but it gave Stacy the time she needed to think over the rescue in her mind. Everything would depend on perfect precision and split-second timing. Finally, she had her plan. Fine, she said, after watched the wolf back off. Then with a grin, you can keep the jacket, Everest. I didn't want to get wet anyway. Everest's silver eyes flashed as he realized what Stacy was about to do, but he was late. In one fluid motion, Stacy wriggled out of her jacket, rolled into the stream, and flipped around just as she slid over the edge into the waterfall. As she fell, her hands reached for and thankfully found the slick branch with the bunny. She grabbed the branch with one hand and scooped at the baby rabbit with the other, sheltering it against her chest with her feet found footing on the wet rocks behind the fall. Water pounding on her back, spraying in all directions while she struggled to maintain her position. She looked around frantically, searching for a way back onto the mountain, but she quickly realized there was nowhere to go but down. Stacy tucked the bunny underneath her well-worn blue-white striped shirt, a cast-off from the same careless camper who'd left it behind in the woods where Stacy lived. Now, she shouted, "Are you ready?" She waited for the sound of a bark or a howl from below, but she was met with only a deafening noise of the falls. Her feet were beginning to slip. Her fingers were having trouble on holding onto the slim bridge. I hope rabbits know how to hold her breath, she whispered to the little creature. Stacy inhaled deeply, closed her eyes, and leapt. She crossed both her arms across her chest, hugging the rabbit close to her as the two of them plunged into the swirling rapids. After crashing through the surface, Stacy opened her eyes underwater. Unfortunately, the churning made it impossible for her to see which way was up. She blew a little bit of air out of her mouth and watched bubbles float away to her left. Ah, that way. But even kicking as hard as she could, she was stuck in the circular current where the waterfall cast into the river. If she'd only been able to jump several feet out from the waterfall rather than straight down. Relax, she told herself. Noah's coming. Don't panic. If you do, you'll drown. With her last bit of air, Stacy pressed her lips to the bunny's tiny mouth and blew into its lungs, trying to keep it alive. But then she did what she told herself to do. She relaxed, sinking further into the pool down below the rapids. Suspending in the dark blue-green water underneath the churning waves, she started to count in her head. 1, 2, 3, 4. She hadn't yet reached 5 when she felt a large jaw close around her shoulder. The wolf's grip was tight enough to pull her to the surface, and then she proceeded to maneuver her downriver, where the water was calm. With her head above the surface, Stacy gulped in the crisp spring air and felt her lungs burn with oxygen. She checked the bunny. It was stunned and shivering, but still alive. Cutting it a little closer, Noah, Stacy said teasingly to the giant white wolf paddling beside her. She plopped the sopping wet rabbit on top of Noah's head. The bunny started to blink the water out of its eyes and then looked down in white terror at the white wolf's snout. No, you didn't go through all that just to be wolf's dinner, Stacy said, hoping it would understand her. You're safe now. Stacy and Noah paddled together to the riverbank and stumbled onto the shore. The thin vine Stacy usually used to tie her long brown curls into a side braid had been lost in the waterfall, and now her hair was a tangled mess. She combed it using her fingers and then wrung out the bottom of her shirt and rolled up her wet jeans. Noah lowered his head next to a large rock, and the bunny hopped off, clearly relieved but still slightly shaking. Stacy scooped it up. You're okay, little bun, she cooed, cradling it in her arms. She turned the bunny over to inspect it and make sure it was unharmed. And you've got quite the story to tell your friends. The bunny stared blankly at her. Now repeat after me. I will not jump down waterfalls. Noah shook his entire body, spilling water droplets in all directions. They looked in tiny diamonds in the sunlight. Stacy laughed and ran her fingers down his damp coat. She tousled the messy turf of fur between his ears and stared into his intense blue eyes. You're definitely getting better at diving, boy, she told him. We were in there pretty deep. You got to us just in time. Noah puffed up his chest with pride. A short bark one Stacy knew well rang out from the trees behind her. That'll be Everest, Stacy explained to the bunny, who's very mad at me. The white wolf, with flecks of silver and gray in his coat and formidable as the Himalayan pink he was named after, has descended and the mountain, and he wasn't alone. There was at least a dozen rabbits hopping all around him, moving so fast Stacy didn't even try to count them individually. Everest had Stacy's jacket clenched between his teeth. He was trying to look stern, but that was impossible to pull off with a bunch of adorable rabbits darting between his legs. Stacy burst out laughing. She gave the rescued rabbit one last gentle scratch behind its ear and placed it down on the forest floor. Okay then, get out of here, she said. The bunny hopped over and caught up with the others, nuzzling noses with a large white rabbit. Luckily, its mom or its dad, and then they scampered into the birch trees, putting as much distance between themselves and the wolves as they could. You're welcome, Stacy yelled after them. Stay away from cliffs. She turned back to Noah and Everest, ignoring Everest's harsh stare. Well, that's that, she said, taking her jacket from the wolf's mouth. She threw it around her shoulders, only now realizing how cold the water had been. She pulled her wet hair into a loose ponytail, leaving one side of it to the side to wrap around and holding the rest in place. For all the time she spent in the forest, Stacy's skin had just enough of a hint of olive to prevent her from getting burned. Although the sun had drawn out a few freckles under her green eyes, across her nose and cheeks. Oh, that bunny was so cute, she said to Everest and Noah, who were taking a drink from the river. To be honest, I would have liked to bring them home as a pet. Everest lifted his head and her a disapproving look. I know, Stacy said with a smile, and you would have liked to have rabbit stew for dinner. You know we don't eat our rescuers, though. Ever, ever. Ever shook his head, and Stacy could tell he was still a little disgruntled. Not about the rabbit stew or lack of rabbit stew, but about Stacy's daring move back on the cliff. She looked into his ice gray eyes. I know you think I took too big of a risk, she said, kneeling down beside Everest. She took several canteens out of the cold leather satchel she carried with her. The original reason for their excursion to the river, and began filling them. You know I couldn't leave that rabbit there once we'd spot it, and I know Noah had my back. I wouldn't have jumped otherwise. Sissy could sense that Everest thought she went too far with some of her animal rescues, but she only did what she felt she had to. How do I make you understand that this is what I'm here for? I have to rescue these animals just like you, and the other wolves rescued me. It was a point they would never entirely agree on, but they cared about each other and wanted to keep each other safe. That's what really mattered. Come on, let's go home, Stacy said. We've got a pretty decent-sized walk ahead of us. Everett led the way through the cool birch forest, with Stacy in the middle, Noah bringing up the rear, still shaking water out of his ears. Stacy took a deep breath in through her nose, the sharp spring air filling her lungs. The forest is coming alive again, she thought, getting ready for the burst of new life. And achoo! Unfortunately, the start of my allergies. Allergies aside, Stacy always loved this time of year in the forest. And even though her muscles were aching from her hike up the mountain, she was enjoying the long trip home with Everest and Noah, alternating between the brisk walk and invigorating jog. The bright green new leaves of the birch trees were just starting to give way to the jade green nettles of the pine and spruce trees of the taiga forest. When Stacy stopped short, something was lurking in the dark shadows of the dense trees. A pair of yellow eyes glowed back at her. So if I'm correct, that's the end of the first chapter for Wild Rescuers Guardians of the Taiga. So, do you guys think I should read the first chapter of this book? Because I will. By the way, on this is what it looked like. There's Everest, Stacy jumping down with the bunny. If you look, you can see the bunny. Oh. Focus, please. I want you to focus. You can see the bunny, yeah. And then there's Noah waiting. Hang on, I gotta put this there. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna end the live here, and I will do the next chapter of this and start the first chapter of this book, Wild Rescuers Escaped in the Mesa, tomorrow. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.